What is up, my buttery biscuits? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about James Charles because he did address the whole situation with the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. If you guys did not see, I want to say maybe it was about 2-3 weeks ago, I put it within my little mini podcast that was titled Influencers Are Trash because I specifically had saw this whole clip of James Charles going viral on TikTok where he was saying that basically the 39A Dare to Create palette was like a horrible color story. Lipstick Nick was doing his makeup and he was like, this is really, really ugly. But obviously he was one of the models or faces for that palette, so it's like, okay, you look super fake. Well, he now actually went onto TikTok live and he did address the whole situation. I did see this clip or the screen recording on Dustin Daly's video or Nick Snyder's video. I forget which one it was, so I'm going to be playing that within today's video because I didn't get the screen recording myself, just letting you guys know I got it from them. So I'm like, you know what? I really want to talk about this because I'm so sorry, but I have conflicting opinions about this because he does address it. And I am so sorry, y'all, but he's basically, I'll play the video later for you guys, but I'm so curious to know what the truth is because he's saying within this video that he did not get paid, that he was literally just the model for this. And that's pretty much it. But I still feel like at the end of the day, like even if you were the model for it and, you know, say for example, even if you got paid just to do a look on it, whatever it is, it's like, okay, you're still promoting it. Do you know what I mean? And he does say within his video that opinions change. And look, I totally get that. Y'all know I'm always saying on my channel, I'm like, y'all, years ago I was into like bright, crazy, dramatic colors. I used to love vibrant eyeshadow palettes. Now every single time that I do a makeup anti-haul, I'm like, whoa, this is too much for me, and I'm just totally not into that. So I do understand, obviously everybody's opinions change, but I'm like, I don't know, I would just stand by it at that point. But in my personal opinion, I had recently said too, I was like, why would you even like bring this whole thing up? Like you could have just like left it alone. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have said anything about it, to be honest with you. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about that within today's video. If you guys don't want to hear me rant right now, fast forward throughout this video because I do have a this is just to my friends, okay? This is just to my friends. I have a little thing to say right here. Right before filming this video, I was checking my emails, and I am so sorry, but this is why I don't work with brands. I say it time and time again. Y'all, if you guys have been on my channel for years, I've been on YouTube, I want to say for like 8 years now. It's been such a long time, and I've always said I've done 3 sponsorships. Technically, I've done 4 sponsorships, but really 2 of them are with the same company, so it's 3 in my eyes because I've only worked with 3 companies. Now, this is why I just don't work with companies. I got this email, and you know what? Maybe I might get in trouble for this. I really don't give a shit anymore because people need to be aware of this. I got an email from the Willy Wonka, like whole new movie coming out with Timothée Chalamet and China Glaze, and they wanted to send me a PR box, basically in exchange for postings. The amount of requirements that they had within this was insane, and it's non-paid. And they specifically say in there that China Glaze and Willy Wonka do not have a budget for this, that it's just for trade only. I lost my damn mind. They literally had like all these requirements of the things that you have to do in that you have to say and that you have to tag and put in a description box to not get paid, And I'm so sorry, but at the end of the day, this Willy Wonka movie with Timothée Chalamet, really, it's a multi-million-dollar movie. It's Willy Wonka. It's bound to have a budget. And on top of that too, China Glaze is literally like one of the top selling nail polishes out there. So there's no budget. It's like, I just think things like this are just so crazy that we're in this day and age that a big company is like sending out these PR boxes and having so many requirements for their posting. It's one thing when brands hit you up and they say, I want to send you a gift. You're not required to post about it. Let's keep it real. Everyone's going to post about it. Like every single time that I get PR, I pretty much only get PR now from Paula's Choice. Every single time that I get PR from Paula's Choice, I post about it because I'm like, obviously I want to stay in their good graces. I absolutely love my Paula's Choice products. So I obviously want to post about them. Do you know what I mean? But the fact that this Willy Wonka and China Glaze had this many requirements, I was like, oh, like this is why I just don't work with companies, y'all. And I know that that ends up biting me in the ass because I know at the end of the day, I should be accepting all of these PR boxes and I should be accepting all of these things because then I'm going to have a little bit more of a chance to get shouted out and I'm going to get more brands hitting me up. Do you know what I mean? But I'm like, y'all, I've been on social media for so long that I'm not going to do all these required postings for free just for you to send me. I don't even wear nail polish. Like, why would I do that? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I know China Glaze is a good brand. Like, I have a couple friends that do nails and they love China Glaze. So would I accept a sponsorship from them? Absolutely. Especially Willy Wonka. I'm like really excited to see that movie, to be honest with you. So I'm like, oh my God, this would be so fun. But to do all of this for free, it's just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So for all you young influencers out there and people just starting out, like, be aware of things like this. When brands have so many requirements of you and you're not getting paid, Y'all, I would recommend just being like, nah, I'm good. Like, I just feel like, people are just scandalous. Anyways, I'm sorry. I just had to talk about that because it literally just happened right before starting this video. So anyways, we're going to be talking about James Charles within today's video. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys click the link down below. Head over to my second channel. That's my travel channel with my brother. Go show some love over there. And let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all, it's actually raining. I'm so surprised that we're actually finally getting into some season over here. When I do my James Charles basic canvas palette review, I'm going to be filming back in my garage, which I have my pretty backdrops, my pretty lights. I am so excited. Y'all know this is literally the corner of my room. I've been in the corner of my room for like a year now. Like, honestly, I'm just like, I'm over it. I have like my little backdrop system and I just can't wait to get back inside there. So as soon as I get back into, well, I'm probably going to do my like, you know, talking videos here, my commentary videos here still, but then I'm going to be doing my makeup reviews over there. Super excited for that, which if you guys have not seen back on my channel, I did pick up the James Charles basic canvas palette. I did get 30% off on it and free shipping. I do want to say TikTok/James Charles did it right with that. They really, I was like, wow, I got the palette for like $38, I want to say, which I was like, damn, that's pretty good. Anyways, he just went on to TikTok live to actually promote his whole palette, and he said that he wanted to address the situation as to where people were calling him a liar. This is where I say that I have conflicting opinions about it, because I do understand what he's saying in the aspect of, hey, maybe at that time he did like that color story, but it's kind of like you're coming out now and saying that it's ugly. In my personal opinion, it comes across as in like he's obviously using this to get some type of controversy going. Do you know what I mean? To talk about his new palette, because you're over here bashing this palette, and then you're obviously coming out with your palette to put it up on a pedestal, and I'm like, okay, you just didn't need to say that at all. You know what I mean? Y'all know I am the queen of saying, look, my opinions have changed 100%. I feel like everybody, y'all, if you bring up a video of mine from 5 years ago of like, oh my God, but you said that you love bright green eyeliner, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, that was 5 years ago. We all change our style, our aesthetic. I totally get that. You know what I mean? I just feel like the timing of everything obviously was a little bit questionable. And I'm gonna play the clip right now for you guys in just a second, but pay attention to where he has said that he was like a model for it. And I believe he does say within his video that he didn't get paid for that, and I'm like, I don't know why I find that hard to believe. I really want to know what the truth is about that, because I'm like, I really doubt they're gonna put him on their website and have him make a video for it, but then he's not gonna get paid for it. I don't know, I really doubt that. But go ahead and check out this clip right here.
Actually, let's talk about that. Somebody said, how are we to trust you when you talk about a palette that you hated? I've seen a couple of people talking about this on TikTok, where basically, in a video with my friend Lipstick Nick, let's discuss. So the drama channels who are screen recording, you can get this clip. So in that clip, I talked about how when I did my makeup with my friend Lipstick Nick, how I did a palette with Morphe a million years ago that now looking back was ugly. And I think a lot of people are basically using this to be like, influencers are all lying to you. And that is absolutely not the case, and so taken out of context, it's ridiculous. Basically, when I was 17 years old, I got asked by Morphe to model for a palette. It was not a collaboration, I was not paid, I literally just had my code James, but it was not my palette. I was literally just the model. Like when you click on the website and you click into a product, you see people's faces, that's all I was doing. It was not mine. And at the time, I thought it was a nice palette, I said yes, I had a great time doing it, it was an incredible opportunity for me as a kid, and I had fun. It was fun. But now, looking back 5 years later, I don't like the palette anymore. Everyone's taste changes, right? I had so many makeup looks, so many outfits, so many hairstyles, so many videos that I made when I was a young kid that I thought at the time were so fun and so slay. But now looking back as an adult, my taste has changed. And that doesn't mean that that thing sucked. It just means that now I've grown up, I've evolved, and I'm interested in different things. So I just don't like the color story in that palette anymore. At the time, it was an incredible opportunity for me as a 17-year-old kid. I had a great time modeling. I was excited to have the opportunity. That opportunity to work with Morphe is what got me my palette in the first place, because we had a great time getting to be on set together. But that was not my palette. It was literally just me taking photos for it. So that's it. That is it. Looking back now, I have different taste, I've elevated, I've grown, and yeah, I wouldn't do that photo shoot 5 years later, but that doesn't mean that it was a bad palette, that doesn't mean that I'm a liar, that literally just means that my taste has changed since I was a teenager years ago. That's all.
So as y'all can see from right there, he said that he was a model. It was not a collaboration. He was not paid for it. Now, I do feel like during this time, I don't know, maybe because he was young, maybe they didn't offer him money, but I just find that really, really rare. Because I feel like James Charles, even though like he had a quick blow up, he still had like a lot of followers before that. So I feel like he would have taken some type of money. My whole thing about it is look, say for example, if what he is saying is true, like he's like, you know what, opinions change. I get that. Like I 100% get that. But like I said, let's go ahead and take it into consideration that why are you bringing that up now? Do you know what I mean? It just seems like obviously you're, you know, talking trash about this brand. I personally, if I was James Charles, I never would have said that because it's going to make you look like a liar and people are going to question what you were saying. If you guys did not check out one of my recent videos, I said that James Charles had got backlash for his new palette because people were like questioning two things about it. They were like, wait, you said that this right here was used for your brows, and then he cut the clip and then the brow was changed. So people were like, is this the truth? And then on top of that too, he was comparing two different highlighter shades from his original Morphe collaboration and then from his new palette that did have two different undertones. If you guys didn't check out that video, I was like, y'all, the one from his Morphe collaboration palette, that one right there has a like golden undertone, and then his new one has a beige tan undertone. So I'm like, why are you comparing the two? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, it comes across like he's trying to like use Morphe to get more sales, in my personal opinion. But basically that is it right there. Obviously he did address the situation. I mean, I'm kind of glad that he addressed it, but also at the same time too, I'm like, what do you believe? I don't know. I'm so sorry y'all, but I feel like I've been like stuck in my little box to where you guys know I have no social media friends whatsoever, literally not one. I feel like I'm acquaintances with some people. I'll respond back to some people's stories, you know what I mean? But like never have I like hung out with an influencer, never have I like, I don't know, had like a phone call with an influencer. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm stuck into this little box over here to where I'm like, I'm skeptical of all of them, y'all. Like I see how much money they make, and I just know at the end of the day, the Michaelas and Jacquelines and James are not gonna like turn down a paycheck for something. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, y'all, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, if I'm just keeping it real, who's the stupid one? Me, because I'm the one who's gonna turn down, you know, this paid collaboration and that paid collaboration because I don't like it, as to where at the end of the day, it's a business, you know what I mean? And you gotta kind of, you know, make your money. I get it, but I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, integrity is everything in my personal opinion. But make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.